Hey, what's up guys, Loveday here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be jumping back into Assetto Corsa Competizione because they've just released the Intercontinental GT Challenge. I said that right this time. Today we're going to be jumping in, I've said jumping in about 6 times now. We're going to be trying out the new tracks that they've added to the game. The Kyalami Grand Prix circuit in South Africa, Suzuka obviously in Japan, Laguna Seca in America, and Mount Panarama, which is probably one of my favourite circuits of all time, just because it is just so unforgiving. We're going to be trying out all of them, jumping in first with Kyalami. I am saying that probably completely wrong, and I do apologise if I am. This is one of the tracks that I've never driven before, so should be interesting. I'm going in with no practice, nothing, just jumping in to show you the track, all the tracks, and just, you know, having a bit of fun. Yeah, so it's going to be a 5-minute race, so get a good couple of laps in on each track. Don't want to have this video being like, you know, half an hour long. It might end up being that long, depending on how many times I crash. But anyway, I guess we should just jump in. Yeah. Alright, so I've never driven this circuit. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is it's brand new, so we're going to jump into it. Alright, so, like I said, I know nothing about this track. We're driving today in the McLaren...
Green line.
Oh, hello.
Car on the left.
Yeah, we're driving today in the McLaren 720S, driven by Mika Hakkinen.
Car on the left.
I don't know where the
Clear on the left.
where the line is to turn
Car on the
or
left.
anything,
Clear on the left.
so we're just gonna have to figure that out as we go. I have turned damage on this time because I think the last couple of times I played this game didn't have any damage on. Alright, so that start reminds me a little bit of Kota.
Car
Nip up on the
right.
inside.
Clear on the right.
Pit lane is now open, that's good to know. In case we die. So far... Woo, nice sweeping right-hander. I hope if I knew where that was to begin with. I think I need a track map for this one. But so far, I'm actually quite liking this circuit. And it's nice that they're adding more content to the game. Oh, hello. Yeah, I got wrecked. Ooh, nice and close. The typical Assetto Corsa Competizione starting, where you can go full throttle and it just won't let you do anything until the green flag goes.
Green line. Give it all you can. Car
Hug
on
that
the
nice and tight. Oh, GTR stopping on the apex.
right. Car on the right. Clear
Couple
on
of
the
cars. Sorry, concentrating a little bit here. Couple of cars past there. Now for the Kota-esque style first corner. It's not quite fully uphill, but it's got that nice
right. Car on the right.
acute
Clear
angle.
on the right.
Let's pass another GTR. Driving nice and safe for the first lap. Now I know there's a corner that can actually catch me out, so let's keep an eye out for that one. Sweeping right-hander here. A bit too early on the power, but might nip up on the outside of this Ferrari. Not quite. Keep it nice and tight though.
Clear on the left.
Right, here we go. Here's that corner that caught me out. Oh, slightly bumpy. The setup's not... I didn't do anything to the setup, so going through corners it's slightly bumpy. Left-hander here, nice and tight. Definitely need a track map. But yeah, like I was saying, they've added a bunch of new content to this game. 4 tracks, a bunch of new car liveries and drivers and everything. From what I've noticed, the pictures don't fully come up. Oh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's some light damage on the left of the car.
That's fine. Yeah, some of the pictures don't come up properly, but oh, they are there. And I believe that is kind of a lap. So like I said, not my best driving experience, or skill, showing off my skill. I have none. But I'm here just to show you the track and the content, not my driving, because my driving is bad. Into this Coteresque style. Again, I'm going to call it the Coteresque, just because that's what it reminds me of, running a little bit wide. It'll take me a couple of laps to get used to this. What gear I should be in.
We are halfway through, keep pushing.
Halfway through the race, so I should probably get another lap in after this one. There's that nice sweeping right-hander. Again, I think just a little too early on the power there. Nice and easy, too much curb. Flip the clutch. Don't know if you can actually do that in one of these in real life. Probably do it on here, if they have one. Oh, and again, I've just completely ignored my own advice of not driving straight off the track. But anyway, but now we're behind these guys, we can see if we can overtake them before the end of the race. Hopefully I can figure out when they're braking, so I know when I need to. But another excuse coming up, I've never actually driven the 720S in this game yet, so I'm also learning the car as well as the track. I know they're not overly different, but the car I was driving beforehand was the...
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Leaders on final lap now.
Let's spin it around, come on car. Traction control's kicking in. Damn it. Alright, well, now we're just going to drive around and show off the track a bit better. Oh, that's not even... It's a right-hander. Oh god, I really should have done some practice before I showed this. But hey ho. Now let's see what we can do on this lap. See if we can actually do a lap. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I've never actually seen this track before.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
A personal best, and I spun. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen this track before, so it's quite a new experience for me in the sense of driving it for the first time and also seeing it for the first time. I mean, the tyres are probably... Oh, that's not even how you do that corner at all. Alright. This one's the nice sweeping right-hander. Taking it nice and slow, half throttle, just to figure out when I can power on. So the next time I come on here and I actually do a race, I will actually be able to go round without dying. And this one I do actually have to brake for. Drop it down just... Oh, so probably kept that in third there. Nice left-right. Sort of a chicane, not quite though. Oh. There it is, it's a bit blind one there. Was relying on the AI before to tell me where that corner is. Should have cut across a lot better on that inside, on the second part of the corner. That's cool, I haven't. That, you could probably get away with that flat out. Brake a little bit earlier than I have been, still not early enough. Yeah, really not, really not using this car to its fullest potential. That's quite a tight one, that one, really. You'd expect that to be a bit of a wider corner. But anyway, coming around the final corner here, all the flares are going off. I'm coming in last place with a total time of, or a lap time of 140 something? I think I saw a 140 there. Oh, I'm still driving. So yeah, I believe I saw a 149, I think, on my lap time. Yeah, 149.8. So that's quicker than the other laps. But still not the best. A couple of incidents that here and there. But yeah. Anyway, that was Kyalami. I don't even know what... I can't even figure out what the track's called. So anyway, that was Kyalami. Still saying it wrong, I think. And that was the first track in the 4 that I'm going to be showing you in this video. So let's go on to, now, Suzuka, because I do love this track. I'm going to change my car to one that I actually know how to drive-ish. I am going to go with the AMR. Racing with... Ooh, Garage 59 or R-Mode. Ooh, I like the look of this one. Yeah, I'm going with this one. Alrighty, so I'm now a bit more accustomed to this car. I've driven it a bit more. Still starting in 22nd place. It's supposed to be 25th place, but I don't think you can have 25 cars around here for some reason. But yeah, so let's see what we can do. I'm a bit more familiar with this track. I still don't drive it near as much as some others in this game. But yeah, should be a lot of fun just testing out those new tracks. I'm fairly certain this track's new. Could be wrong. Someone's probably going to be in the comments, "That's not a new track, we've had that from the beginning." In the limiter. Ready, waiting for the green light. Come on, car. Come on.
Green light, go, go, go.
Nice little start there, nipping through the inside.
Car on the left.
Coming up to T1, which is a nice little double right-hander.
Clear on the left.
Here's the first half. Still nipping through the inside as I go on to the second half of this corner.
3 wide.
Oh, sneaking my way through the middle here. Like I said, I know this track a little bit better. Now infamous. Oh, now through this infamous
Car on the left.
S's. I'm still unfamiliar with how to navigate these in the majority of the cars I drive around here, so I just kind of wing it for now. And now we've gone through the S's, coming up through to, I don't know what these the corners are actually called, but they're quick. First one's quick, you can use a lot of curb there and get away with it, but the second one you really have to slow down, otherwise you're going to end up on the gravel. Oh, under the bridge here, coming up towards the first time round the chicane. Really difficult to get that one wrong. If you come in at the wrong angle on the braking zone, you can end up going in a straight line. I've done that a fair few times. Nice and easy around here. I say nice and easy, nice and flat, but the steering input is easy. Coming up to Spoon.
Car on the right.
Oh!
Clear on the right.
Thought I could nip up on the inside, but no. Let's drop that down to second. Oh! Nice little snap there. We got the speed. If we can get past this guy before 130, that would be amazing.
Car on the right.
Don't want to really go side by side. It looks like we're going to go side by side unless he lets me go. Yep, he's let me go. Drop it down a gear. Okay, we can probably keep the power on a little bit earlier. Now coming up to the final corner of this little chicane. Can we nip through? Absolutely mugging a GTR. No, we can't. Oh, a little bit wide there. A bit too early on the power on my path. Still sticking behind this GTR. I haven't changed the difficulty settings. They're still on 93 or 4%. Which is about what I am currently, but we got the slipstream up to T1 again. Can we mug him off? Nice and wide, make it really nice and wide, but too wide a little bit there. Giving him the space on the inside. Just about cut him off, trying to make the car as wide as possible. Not quite working. Back through these S's. Again, you'll see now when I'm driving on my own, don't know what I'm doing. Ooh. Nice and easy. Alright, now we've got the power down. Out the S's towards... I really should know what these corners are called, but I really don't. I feel bad about that, but using all the curb. Oh, a bit too much. Didn't hit the runoff too hard. Bringing the car around nice and easy. Using the traction control too much there. Nipping up on the inside, keeping it a straight line under braking. Up to the chicane, caught up to the AMG in front.
Car on the right.
Don't really want to go on the outside here, but he left the space, so I'm going to poke my nose in.
Clear on the right.
Clear on the right. Is he going to leave a space on the outside? No, he's not. Third gear through here for me. And then second gear, see if we can just get a better run out. Do what we did against the Bentley earlier. Get in front of him before 130R. I don't think it's going to happen, but we can probably stay close enough so we can get him into the chicane. As you can see, I'm much more comfortable in this car than I am in the 720S. I've driven this car for a couple of hours compared to that. Definitely quicker. than the guards that were behind. It's tight. Then remember it, Toby. Come on. Here we go. Want to hug the inside, but I also want to get the slipstream. Final lap. Here we go. Let's see if we can make a couple of positions up. We're in 8th place. Not a bad result considering, but I want to go faster. Nice and tight. Oh, little clip on the rear of the AMG in front. Now through my slowest section. Just don't know what gear or speed or anything to go through here. So I'm just going to keep it in second and stick up on the back side of this car in front.
Car on the right.
Oh, just powering it down.
On the right.
Managed to get past him on the outside, coming up onto the inside, obviously. But that was a pretty decent move, if I say so myself. Now if we can just mug off this Aston Martin in front of me. Oh, couldn't spot my apex. The car was in the way. Oh, too much curb on that one. Yes, what I was mentioning earlier. Just block him off. Very illegal rejoin. I say illegal. It's just frowned upon. Possibly illegal, depending on the on the league or whatever you're doing. The racing series. That's the word I'm looking for. League. Don't know if we're going to be close enough to get past this. Oh, that's the Martin in front. Oh, just a bit late. Trying to put the power down to get the rear end out a little bit, but the traction control doesn't allow it. We still could have a chance here coming up into the chicane. Onto the pit straight, but we've got a warning for track limits. Surprised we haven't had one before. 130R, let's see what we can do. Drop it down a gear, but keep the speed in. On the grass a little bit, that's my fault. It's a little bit better. See if we just outbrake him. We are very close now. Using some of the curb. Powered on nice and early, but clipping the outside of the curb there. I don't think we're going to be able to get there. It's going to be close. Oh. Ooh, P7 though. P7 is not bad. But that just shows you when you know the track a bit better, you can actually get to the end. But Suzuka, they've done this track very well. It's very fun to drive. It's exactly how you think it would be. And I really do. Oh, get out of the way, mate. And I really do enjoy this one. But yeah, because I know this track, it's easier for me to drive it. But at the same time, it's so familiar that it just feels right. It just feels right, which is really impressive that they've managed to get this to be at a level that it just feels familiar. But yeah, going from P22 to P7, that's not bad at all. Alright, let's go on to the next track, which will be Laguna Seca. Alrighty, here we go, Laguna Seca. 22 car grid again. I think something may have happened where the numbers have changed, unless these cars only have 22 cars on the grid, or this series only has 22 cars on the grid, compared to the GT3 series. Should have done a little bit of research beforehand, but again, like I said, this is just for me showing you the new content. I don't proclaim to be an expert. I do just enjoy driving these cars and occasionally watching them when I get a chance to. But Laguna Seca, wonderful, wonderful track. First saw this in Gran Turismo. It's a very difficult one to get right, especially the kink coming up the corner before the corkscrew. Wonderful little kink, but if you clip it wrong, you hit the sausage and you end up in the gravel. And you see that a lot of times in other games. People are not used to it. I'm one of them, so let's see if we can survive on this run. Come around the final corner onto the long straight. We're going to get green flag, here we go. Not the best start compared to the last race. But still, oh, he clipped the wall in front, that's fun. T1's always a nightmare. Oh. Okay, I mean we survived, took a couple of positions and I haven't got all three wide. I haven't got a penalty there for going off track, so I'll take that, you know. Pit lane's open, that's not for me saying that I've cut the track. Ooh, okay. Right behind the gearbox of this Ferrari, who's going on a move on the McLaren. Oh, it's an NSX, sorry. Going on the outside, I should have hugged the inside. Oof. Massive twitch. Should have hugged the inside, got that space a little bit easier. Don't go, don't go. Thank you. That's the kink I was talking about. It's very difficult to get right, especially when you've got a car on the inside. Coming up to the corkscrew, I'm going to brake nice and early. Oh, didn't want to rear end. Oh, okay. Very blind corner. Very fun when you get it right. And you can gain a lot of time on some real drivers when they don't know it as well. Got a nice little run up on this one. Fake him out.
Car on the right.
Go up on the inside line. Nicely done, Toby. P15 will be a good position for me at the end of this race. Will be nice, especially after that start. Braking nice and early just because I don't know what the brakes are on this car on a downhill. Put it in first gear. Keep it nice and tight. Use all of the runoff, all the road, not the runoff. Again, avoid the sausages. You want to get the power down nice and early, but you never know when in a new car like that. A bit too early there for me. New car track combo. Using the shadow there as my marker. Don't do that with with a day-night transition. Oh, bit too much on the power. On the exit, clip the outside curb. P15 won't be a good one. But if we can get our position back, which we can, this guy was quite slow. Let's get past him up towards the corkscrew. Nice. Just about outbraking myself. Oh, oh, very unforgiving.
Some light damage on the front.
Oh. Alright, I'm going to give this one another go because I love this track and I want to get it right. So you know when I said I don't want to make this video half an hour long, turns out it might be. So we'll find out in the edit. Oh, I've stalled it. Professional GT driver here. It's alright, we'll catch up to the pack. Very crunchy. I love the sounds in this game. You get to really hear everything when you go over something that you're not supposed to. There's little to no buffering with the sounds. You've literally just got a bit of metal or carbon fibre next to you blocking the sounds from outside, and usually massive air vents blowing into your face from the outside usually. So there's little to no dampening of the sound. Come around the outside, very close onto the chuff of this car, but I think that's green light. They're going to brake very early if I remember correctly, so let's see if we can hug the inside. BMW going across, making a little bit of a mistake there. I'm just going to nip up on the inside. Oh, there's a spin!
Some light damage on the front of the car.
There's been an incident in T1. So that was entirely not my fault, so I am going again. If that was my fault, I would have cancelled it, but as it wasn't, I did nothing wrong. So we're going to carry on. We're going to try that one more time. Alright, foot on the floor.
Green line, go, go, go.
We didn't get stopped. Are we going to nip past this BMW on the left? I don't think we are.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, he keeps hitting that wall. He's going to brake very early if I remember correctly. Yes, he is.
Clear on the right.
Oh, AMG is sliding across. Snip on the inside here.
Clear on the right.
Oh, rear end of the Ferrari. Oof.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
We're going to carry on. I mean, I don't know. There's the big boy behind. Oof. I don't know if we have damage.
Clear on the right.
We'll find out sooner or later. It didn't feel right going through that corner, but that might just be me being stupid. Alright, let's try this and not die. Alright, there we go, nice and easy through here. Here's one, I don't know how quick the AI go through here. Nice early braking. Clip the inside, get the car rotated using that little divot on the apex. Doing an early brake here just because. Oof. I don't want to die. Like I was saying, baseline set up for everything, so these cars aren't set up for this track. Or any track that I'm driving. Just going with the flow. Oh, down nice and early, use some of the exit there. Let's see if we can get a better run on this Bentley. Let's go on the outside. No. Just going to try and get a cut across, but the Bentley defended well. Drop into first gear. This might be a Bentley Aston battle for the rest of this race, unless we can get past him.
Car on the left.
Nice on the inside.
Clear on the left.
He let me go, but I almost hit that sausage. Alright, here we go. Our car in front is the NSX. Guy I was battling last time. Let's see if we can get past him without dying. Alright, I'm going to brake a little bit later. Drop it just down one gear. Oh, didn't quite get it rotated in enough. Didn't use that little divot. Missed the apex ever so slightly, which means that I kind of went in a straight line in relation to what I should have done. Corkscrew nice and easy. Too much capex on the inside.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I mean, I'll take it. It's not what I was trying to do. He just slammed on his brakes a little bit too hard for me. But we're passed into P15, which is where I wanted to be in that first attempt. Out-braking myself massively there. That's just a target fixation on something else. As the car's in front, I was thinking if I don't slow down.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Fastest lap there. Okay, let's see what we can do. Nice and early braking. Just figuring out what my limits are. Nice smooth exit. Drop it down into second here. Could brake a little bit later for that one as well. Relying too much on the traction control a little bit. As you can see in the bottom right, you can see that if it goes orange, I'm relying on the traction control. Same with the ABS below it. Don't really want to be relying on those assists because it does slow you down. Alright, we're catching up to the cars in front. We may have another lap here. Bit better through there. See if we can take off this GTR. Second gear just to get the stop the wheels from spinning so much at the bottom of the hill. Oh. A bit too early on the throttle there, you can see, because I was coming to the exit of the track.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Give him hell. Much, much quicker that time round. Yeah, I've seen pretty much every iteration of this track in every other game. And yeah, when you can just jump into it and not feel like it's completely different, you know that every other game has done it roughly right. And the one you're in now has also got it right. See if we can get on the back end of this GTR. Outbrake him.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Nicely done, Toby. See if we can get on this GTR. We got past the GTR. Past this V8. Turned in a little early there. You can see I was a bit hesitant, but got a slightly better run out here. I'm not going for a move on the corkscrew, so I'm going to brake early. Although some of you go no balls, but if I remember correctly, the AI tend to brake about here. Yep, nice and tight. Using the sausage. Ooh. Okay, well, we've lost that position. Not getting that one back anytime soon. Unless I can fully dive bomb this fucker. No, not going to happen. So it's all about the exit if I am going to get this space, but no, we're evenly matched on the acceleration, so coming in a P14, which is a position better than what I was expecting on the first race, until I killed myself. Whew. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I can see a lot of races online with this being quite hectic. And now here it is. Mount Panarama, Bathurst. I love this track. I love this track. It's extremely unforgiving, but when you get it right, I'm not going to get it right in this video, but when you get it right,
Going double file.
it's so much fun. Alright, let's see how crazy it is on the top of the mountain. I'm assuming there's going to be a couple of little wrecks and dinks, so I don't know if I want to hang back or get right in the thick of it. Kind of want to do a mixture of both, but this video I've already been recording for 40 minutes, so I don't know how long this video is going to be.
Green light, go, go, go.
Green light, that's an early green light in the middle of the corner, that's fine. There it is, that's my catchphrase. Say it every fucking video. Alright, let's nip up on the inside. Ooh, Ferrari is really taking that wide line. Almost shot down into neutral there. Luckily the car didn't let me. Alright, now for one of the long straights. Coming up to T1, T2. It's quite a hectic one, especially in iRacing. So let's see how it is against AI.
Car on the right.
That AMG's got some power.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, that was very dangerous.
Car on the left.
Caught idling. But
Yellow flag.
kept it. Oh, here's the yellow flag.
Clear on the left.
Always a yellow flag. Oh. Well, like I said, there's always one. Oh no, I stalled it.
Slow car ahead.
There's another one? Okay. Mr. Bentley, it was a yellow. I overtook a couple under the yellow flag, but I think I'll get away with that. Alright, now we're leading a train of cars behind instead of trying to mix in with the pack. Ooh. Oh, use all the curb on the inside, but not too much on the bump, and then coming down. I can't remember what this is called. I think it's called Skyline. I am absolutely terrible with corner names. But this little drop here. Oh, yes. Oh, I love this track. I love this track so much. It's the only corner I really struggle with. Clipping the corner, or clipping the exit there. Now for this really long straight. We're 4 seconds behind the car in front. My goal for this video, or this race, sorry, is to just catch that guy. 3.9. I think the time that I'm going to gain is on the top of the mountain. Use this little bit of runoff here. Minimal turn in. Oh, that's perfect braking there by me, somehow. Usually I'm the one that fucks it up. Oh, I'm missing the shift there. Second gear. Oh, first gear maybe.
Halfway mark, still a long way to go.
There's not really a long way to go, probably a lap or two. T1. Probably a bit too slow for the real thing. Yeah, we're kind of racing against ourselves at this point, but still, 90% of this race is racing against the track, and if there are other cars around, it just makes it twice as hard. Third gear. Oh, a bit of a touch on the wall, 50% damage though, so we're okay. As in the scaling is 50%. Yeah, that one's a little bit different for me. Oh, using too much of the outside where it kind of dips down on the camber. You end up not being able to get the car turned in how you want it. Oh, too much curb there. Getting it nice and tight. Okay, coming down into Skyline. I believe it's called Skyline for the second time. Get it through here. Oh, clip the wall a little bit. Again, we're alive. The rear wing might not be.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Exceeding track limits? How? Okay, that was nicer through there. Car in front's pulling away, so obviously the top of the mountain's where they're quick. And me missing my shifts is where I'm slow. 4.5 seconds, I guess P14, unless I kill myself, is where we're at. Again with the nice braking. Well done, Toby. That's a 3.8 second now from that, just from that braking zone. So it could be a case of if I put together a decent-ish lap time, I might be able to get close to the car in front. We'll find out. A bit too hard on the brakes there. 4.1 seconds, he's got a better run on the exit. If you get a bad entrance onto one of the long straights, you've kind of lost a lot of time. As you can see, the Honda in front pulling away 4.2 seconds. It was 3.9 before that time. Before that turn, sorry. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. And I believe that's a little bit better until you hit the wall. Well, there's a second and a half gone, and it really upsets your line for the rest of the top of the mountain. See if we can do this how you're supposed to. Really close to that wall there. Turn in on that curve there. Oh, clipping the grass a little bit. Oh, it was sloppy, but it was quicker, I think. Oh, that's one of my favourite turns right there. I'm going to call it the Devil's Drop. I don't know what it's actually called. Completely missed the apex. But with 3.4, but he's going to fly away from me now because I had a really poor exit. Unless I'm now going quicker, apparently. Interesting. I'll take it. 1.4 seconds up from my previous time. I know this one's a bit more driving against myself, but I also wanted to show off the track more, and if there's a car in front of me, you can't really show it off as much. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch up to the car in front, but still had a pretty fun drive around Bathurst. Really great track. Really great DLC.
I'll bring the car back.
Oh, this is what this game needed, some more tracks. Because, especially the ones that they gave us. Especially the ones they gave us. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alright, so I said it wouldn't be a long video, but depending on how I edit this, I've been recording for 48 minutes, so it might be a pretty long one. But yeah, guys, that was the GT Intercontinental GT Challenge in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Really good set of tracks that they've added. Really well done. They feel like you would expect them to, which, I mean, for games coming out nowadays that are supposed to be sim, yeah, you want the tracks to be how you think they would be, and not like some kind of a rough approximation. If I remember correctly, they are laser scanned. I'm probably wrong. I'll have a little note saying yes or no in the corner over here. But yeah, no, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Bathurst, I'm so glad this track's in the game now. I'm going to be sitting in this car, the V8 Vantage GT3, sitting in that for the next 12 hours. Doing my own 12 hours of Bathurst. All the tracks so far in this game, I can't wait for more. I can't. I mean, this only came out today or yesterday or whatever it was, but so much fun. Alright guys, if you like this video, give it a like. If you really like, then subscribe, and feel free to play with that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. It's quite few and far between at the moment because I'm working, but I'm going to try. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Alright. Cheers, guys.